Shalom Akim. Welcome to GMS Lashawan Qadash. Today's lesson is going to be on Genesis, the 5th chapter, the first and the second verse. We're basically going to read it in the Hebrew and go through the breakdowns of the words so you can kind of get familiar, with the Torah when you're reading it. So I'll just start off just reading it, Genesis 5:1, because the bottom line, I know the Hebrew language and the studying the Hebrew is pretty much brothers, a lot of brothers pretty much avoid it. They don't like it. I guess it's boring to them, whatever the case is. But this is our language, and we should learn it, and we have to learn it because in the kingdom, that's what we're going to be speaking. So what I'm going to do is I'll just start off with reading Genesis 5:1 and then going through the Hebrew part or portion of it. Genesis 5:1, this is the book of the generations of Adam. In the day that the Most High created man, in the likeness of the powers made he him. All right, that's just Genesis 5:1. Now when you read here, this is how it reads in the Torah. Za, Sapar, Thawaladath, Adam, Bayawam, Bara'a, Alahayim, Adam, Badamawath, Alahayim, Aisha, Athwa. Okay, so these Hebrew characters that you see here, which make up this sentence in the English, because the English is written from left to right, but the Hebrew is written from right to left. These characters you see here represent this in the English. Now, when you read through here, some of these characters are connected, compounds of words. So sometimes when you're reading through the Hebrew, you might have just one singular word, or you might have a compound of words. You might have 3 or 4 words in one, lumped up into one. It seems like one word, but it's broken up, as a compound word, so to speak. So what we're gonna do is we're just gonna start off at the beginning. The word here, za, is this. Okay. So when you read it, it says, "This is the book of the generation of Adam." Za is this. Sapar, for which most of you brothers should know, is the word book. And then the word Thawaladath means generations. Okay. Now notice the word Thawaladath is generations. Now the dath, or the tha at the end, the dath, makes it plural. So this is the book of the generations, or this is the genealogy. All right. It says of Adam. So Adam, again, would be Adam, which the word Adam means ground, or from the ground, because that's where Adam was taken from. All right, the word Bayawam, Ba is in at the beginning of a word, and Yawam is day. Okay, Bayawam, in day. Bara'a is create or created. Okay, and then the Alahayim is plural for the powers, which consists of the Most High. Which consists of Yahweh Shai and the angels. Because every time you see this word, is always plural, and every time there's words associated with it, is usually all plural, because it's speaking about Yahweh Shai and the angels. Those are the Alahayim, or the powers of the Most High, Yahweh. Okay, Adam, once again, is Adam, which means of the ground. Ba Damawath, Ba Damawath is, Ba is at the beginning of a word. If it's not connected to the word, is in, and Damawath is likeness. Now notice Damawath, I believe is Dama, is likeness. I'll have to look it up. I haven't looked it up. This is something I broke down years ago, but I went through it to give you brothers some understanding on some of it, and it didn't come to mind to look up the word Dama. I know the word Dam is Hebrew for blood. I guess Dama is likeness, which I have to look up. But Damawath, this particular word likeness, is in a plural sense, because you have here what Alahayim, which is the powers, right? Which is Yahweh Shai and the angels, and usually anything associated with it, for the most part, is written in plural. because it's signifying Yahweh Shai and the angels. Okay, Aisha means to make or made, and then Athwa means definitely. Anytime you see the word Athwa, it means definitely. In other words, this is a sign that this particular thing definitely happened. So when we went through the first verse, we went, this is the book of the generations of Adam, and the day that the Most High created man, in the likeness of the powers made he him. And when you read through here, Zah, this, Sapar, book, Thawaladath, generations, Adam, Adam, Bayawam, in day, Bara'ah, create or created, Alahayim, the powers, Adam, Adam, or should I say Adam, Adam, Badamawath, in likeness, Alahayim, the powers, Aisha, make or made, Athwa, definitely. So this is how it took place, and it basically is going back to the origins of Adam, and how the angels, Yahweh Shai and the angels created Adam, and the amount of angels, and the amount of Adamites, so to speak, or the group of Adamites that were created and named, and they were made, varieties, two varieties, male and female, as we're going to read in the second verse. And the second verse is Genesis 5:2. Male and female created he them, and blessed them, and called their name Adam in the day when they were created. So basically, the Lord, when he created everything in the beginning, everything was supposed to be in order. Man with woman, not man and woman with woman. That's just a distortion or distorted mind of these devils that are ruling the planet, and these other heathens that have ruled in different time periods, that have become degenerated, from the purpose that the Most High had man to be placed upon the earth for. All right, so this Genesis 5:2 in the Hebrew is Zakar, Wanakwaba, Bara'am, Wayabarak, Atham, Wayakora'a, Ath, Shamma, Adam. This is Bara'ama. Adam, Bayawam, Ha Bara'ama. All right, and then when you go through here, it says, male and female created them and blessed them and called their name Adam. Now the word Zakar usually means to remember, but in this case, in Genesis 5:2, the word Zakar means male. It could be Zakara, but in this case, it's male. Now the word Nakwaba, when the Y at the beginning of a word, when it's not connected, is and Nakwaba means female. Okay. Now you got the word Bara Ama. Now the word Bara Ama basically means create or created them. Ama at the end of a word could be used as, if it's not connected to the word, it could be used as them or they, in a plural sense or a plural form. Which you will have to go back to the Hebrew booklet to understand more on that particular issue. So it says Yah Barak. Wa at the beginning of a word is and. Yah is he when it's not connected, and Barak is bless. Yah Barak, and he bless. A thumb is plural for use. Like use, or you all, you, and bless, or you could say them. Because it's dealing with you in a plural sense. Waya Kwara'a. Y at the beginning of a word when it's not connected, again is and. Ya at the beginning of a word when it's not connected, again is he. And Kwara'a means called. Also, Quran is like a same way of saying called, or horn, because the horn was used, the ram's horn was used to call the people. Okay, now the next word is Ath, which means, again, definitely. This is a sign that this definitely took place. So you're gonna see when you read the Torah, you're gonna see this, or the Tanakh, you're gonna see this Ath a whole lot, as you see right here. Where is it? Ath. This right here, you're gonna see these two letters together a lot. and most of the time is dealing with something that definitely took place. All right, and definitely Shamma, and he called definitely Shamma. Sham is name. Ma at the end of a word again when it's not connected is they or their, in like a plural sense, they or their name, Adam or Adam, because there were many people created at the beginning of creation. There wasn't just one person and one man who created, and then a rib was taken out of him and he made a woman. There were many creatures in the beginning created, many animals, many insects, many creeping things, many cattle, many sea serpents and sea monsters, and and all different type of sea creatures, birds, and all different types of species of bird and cattle and all of that, and there were many men and women created in the beginning. It wasn't just one man. You could read that in the book of Genesis, the 1st chapter. So this Genesis, the 5th chapter, is basically a retelling or a record of the genealogy that took place in the beginning. But here is getting more specific because it's giving you names of this line of chosen men that were known as the sons of the Most High, beginning with Adam on down through his sons and his sons' lines all the way down through Terah, through into Abraham, Isaac, Jacob, and the 12 tribes as you see them today. That was a chosen line. All right. So by Yawam, by at the beginning of a word when it's not connected is in. Yawam is day. And then Ha bara ama. Ha at the beginning of the word when it's not connected is the. Bara'a is create or created, or create or created. Ha-ama at the end of a word is them or they, plural. So it says Zakar wanakwaba bara'ama wayabarak atham wayakwara'a ath shamma adam bayawam habarama. Male and female created or created them, and he blessed them, and he called definitely they or their name Adam in the day they created, on the day the created them, or he created them. All right, and that's what you read here. Male and female created he them and blessed them and called their name Adam in the day when they were created. And the first verse we read was, this is the book of the generation of Adam, in the day that the powers created man, in the likeness of man made he him. So basically this has just been a lesson on the book of Genesis 5:1 and 2, to give you like a little overall view on how to break the Hebrew down when you're reading in the Torah. But pretty much in order for you to get this, you have to go back and you have to research it. You have to read it and break each word down, and then you start getting the gist of it, because if you know certain words, even with the Hebrew booklet, you can decipher certain words. But in order to really get the true breakdown, you got to kind of go through the words and go through your Bible dictionaries. I'm sorry, not Bible dictionaries, Hebrew English dictionary, and other sources that you may have in order to be able to break it down, And the more you do it, the better you get at it, and the more efficient you get at it. And when you read the Hebrew, it'll be like you're reading the English. You understand what you're reading. You're not just reading words, So with that, I hope you brothers learned something. Till the next time, I say shalom.